Hello children, welcome to the class. This is your English grammar class and we are studying subject-verb agreement. And we have studied yesterday also and we will continue some more new rules, some more points regarding this. So before going to start this topic, I would like to share a beautiful thought which give you full energy, full enthusiasm to study with me. That is, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come without leaving happier. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come without leaving happier. It means spread love wherever you are going, wherever you are sitting. Spread love, not hatred. Your language or your gesture should be a very much lovable. Because if you are acting, if you are speaking the bad words or anything which are hurting to others, that you have to just keep with you. Don't share with others because it spread hatred all over here. So always spread love and compassion with the others. That will make our world a better place for every human being. So with this note, I would like to start this class. As you all know, we have studied subject-verb agreement. Agreement, as you all know, accordance or harmony. This is the meaning of agreement is accordance or harmony. So, what we have studied yesterday? We have studied the subject-verb agreement. That is depend on the subject. They must be agree in numbers. Both must be agree in numbers. If the subject is written in singular, so verb automatically change itself and it will become in singular. If the subject is written in plural, verb will automatically change in plural. So this way, in numbers, they have to be very particular. They have to be changed because they agreed. So that is called subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. That is called subject-verb agreement. So we will continue some more rules which are given in this. So these points we have to remember always because these are very important points. And in this we are getting confused because this is very important part of our English grammar. So let's start some points we have to discuss yesterday and today we are going to discuss more about it. Now the first point we have to learn this: if there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb will be, must be plural. The verb will be in plural. We will write in plural. For example, Rita and Rima are playing in the ground. Suppose I am giving you this example, Rita and Rima. You can see there are two subjects. Rita and Rima, there are two subjects. And Rita is a subject number 1 and Rima is a subject number 2. So here you can see there are two subjects are playing because there are two. So that is why I have used are. Are playing in the garden. So this you have to always remember. If there are two subjects in a sentence, then the verb will be in the plural. Now the second important point. When the subject consists of two pronouns or two nouns and it's joined with as well as and with, the two words, as well as or with. So, with the verb must agree with the first of him. If it is written, the teacher went along with his or her students. So we will continue with the first one. The teacher is the singular over here. So we will change that verb in that particular noun or pronoun. So I am going to give you the example of this. And with and as well as, it is written over there. Then we will change this. So the teacher with all the boys, the teacher with all the boys is coming here. Here you can see it is written with. I told you if the noun or pronoun written with or as well as, we are going to change only in the first, the teacher, the first subject. The subject, we will write verb according this first subject. So the teacher with all the boys is coming here. The teacher with all the boys is coming here. So here we have changed this verb according to subject, the teacher. This is singular, so that is why we have written over here is because it is written with the noun and pronoun is written with this. So this we have to remember always. Now the second one, the second word was as well as. So I am going to give the next example also. This is example number 1 for with, and this is example number 2 with as well as. The students as well as, here you can see it is written as well as the teacher coming here. Now here you can see the students, because it is written as well as with these words, with these with and as well, we are going to change according to the subject. So here we are going to write over here are, because the students is a plural form. So that is why we are writing over here are, and with, because this subject is singular, so we supposed to write over here in the singular verb. Here the plural verb, this is singular verb and this is plural verb. So this is the second point that we have to remember always, that because it is very important for subject verb agreement, there are so many points. These are the second point of them. First point was that if the subject is plural, we have to change into plural. If the subject is singular, we have to change the verb into singular. Now here you can see if the noun and pronoun, the subject is written in noun and pronoun, and with or as well as, we have to change accordingly the subject. Now the third important point is if the subject are referred to as one then. to as one. The subjects, here you can see the subject. It means it is in plural, but it refers as one. Then verb will be singular. Always remember this. If the subjects are referred as one, so we will write verb in singular. For example, I am going to write over here, bread and butter gives us taste. Tastes good, or bread and butter tastes good. Now here you can see bread and butter. There are two subjects. Bread and butter, there are two subjects, but it referred as one because they are, bread is, you cannot eat bread separately. You can add butter also. So whenever we are talking in the phrases, whenever we are talking in the common language, we are just telling bread and butter. So this is the matter of bread and butter. So this way we are talking. So bread and butter, it referred as a singular. So that is why we have added over here tastes. S. Tastes. Tastes good. Bread and butter tastes good. Because this is the point. If the subject are referred as one, so we'll write in the singular form of the sentence. So bread and butter tastes good. Tastes good. So that is why we have written. So this is the third point we have to learn. Now third point, if two nouns refers to same person, if the two nouns are there and it's referring to a single person or thing, singular verb will be used. It is very common that whenever we are using nouns for a particular person, if we are using two nouns for the particular person, then the verb we are going to write in the singular form. So I am going to give an example. Example is M.F. Hussain was an artist and eminent person passed away. Here you can see M.F. Hussain, a person, and here an artist and eminent person. The both nouns we are using for that particular person. M.F. Hussain was an artist. And the sentence is only and only talking about M.F. Hussain. That is why we have used over here was passed away. M.F. Hussain was an artist. Was an artist because this is a singular person. But we have used over here two nouns, artist and eminent person. So that is why we have used was. So this way we can understand if the sentence is talking about single person and it's giving more nouns, two nouns for that single person or thing, it refers that singular person or thing, then we will write in singular form. We are not supposed to write because the two things are given over here, but the person is same. So this we have to remember always. So we are moving to the next point. Now The next point is, if the subject and the verb are separated by a group of words, the verb must agree with the subject. So if the subject is written in the plural and is divided, the sentence is divided into two words, so we will write plural verb. If the subject is the singular and it is divided into two groups, so we will write the singular verb. So I am going to give an example to understand this point. The example is the boys in the blue uniform. The boys in the blue uniform are my classmates. Now here you can see the sentence, the subject is here boys. This is subject. And because the subject is in plural, this is plural. The boys is plural. So here, if it is given in plural and it is divided into parts, the boys, comma, in the blue uniform, comma, are my classmates. So it is divided into parts. So the subject and the verb are separated by a group of words. The verb must be with the subject. If we can see over here, the boys is written in the plural form. This is the plural subject. So that is why we are going to use are over here. This is plural verb. So always remember this. If the subject in a plural form, we will write over here in plural verb. If the subject in the singular form, and so we will write in the singular verb. Our next point is, when the name of country or books or holy books are written in the plural form, but in verb it is considered as singular. So when the name of countries and books are written in plural form, it is considered as singular in verb. For example, United States of America is a developed country. Here you can see United States of America. There's 52 states and then it is called United States of America. So we are talking about the different type of the state of America, but because it is the country name United States of America, so we will write over here verb, singular verb. It is considered as singular verb. Now next example, the Lord of Rings. This is name of a film, very famous Hollywood film. The Lord of Rings was a famous film of Hollywood. So here you can see the Lord of Rings. This is written in the plural form, but because this is the name of a film, so we are supposed to write over here was, because we are consider it into singular. So we supposed to write over here was. So this way we can understand if the country name is there, it is written in the plural form, it having plurals, but it is considered, always considered in a singular form. So we will write verb is as we have written in earlier example. And here you can see the Lord of Rings. This is rings over here, and you can see this is plural, and because this is the name of a film, that is why I have written was. And this you have to remember always. We are not writing the verbs according to the words. We just see the whole term, the whole word. So that is why it is very important to learn these rules. Our next point is people, cattle and police. These are all plural verb, plural subject. So it is always considered as plural. So people, cattle and police. These are all plurals. And this we have to always remember, we are not going to write police is. No, never. Police is, you can say it's considered as a plural. So we always used with these word, with these nouns, these are all considered as plural. So we supposed to write with them plural verb. Plural verb always there. Whether it is were, are, have, anything. But we have to remember this. So I am going to give you one example. People are gathering in a theatre. People are gathering in a theatre. People, it is written over here people, it is considered as a plural. So that is why I have used verb plural. So this is plural subject, and here you can see I am writing here plural verb. So this we have to always remember, people, cattle and police, always considered as plural, and we are supposed to write with them plural verb. So this is very important point that we have to learn. Otherwise we get confused and we are going to write is or was or will or has, these type of the word we are going to use in the singular verb. So this we have to learn always. Now next very interesting point that you have to remember always, that is when a plural number is used for distance, weight and amount of money. When a plural numbers is used for weight, distance and amount of money as a single figure or quantity, here we are considered as, and we are used over here singular verb for these type of the word. If I'll give you an example, 5,000 rupees note is given or donated by an old man. For example, I am going to write over here 5,000 rupees is donated by an old man. Now here you can see 5,000 is an amount of money, as you have seen. 5,000, it is plural, as you can see, 5,000 rupees. Rupees is also there, but The rule is telling us when a plural number is used for a distance, weight and amount of money, it is considered as singular. And we supposed to write is. So the 5,000 rupees is donated by an old man. Is. This is considered as a singular subject. And here we are supposed to write singular verb. Now next example I am going to give you example number 2 about years. About years, 3 years is a long time. 3 years is a long time. And here you can see this is amount of years and it is in plural. But because the rule is telling us that the amount which is in plural, distance, weight and amount, if it is all plurals but it is considered in the subject agreement as a singular. So that is why I have used 3 years is a long time. So this point we have to learn always. Now we are moving to next point, which is very important for you for the verb agreement. That is collective noun. As you all know, collective nouns are considered as a singular noun, as we have already learned in our previous video and in our previous chapters. Collective nouns we have read. And collective nouns, as you all know, they are considered as singular. So here we are going to use singular verb also because of collective nouns, they are considered as a singular, so we supposed to write singular verb also. So for example, I am going to write over here collective nouns is considered as singular, as you all know. So we supposed to use singular verb also. If it is written that a team of basketball players, example, team of basketball players is coming next week. Here you can see a team of basketball player is coming next week. So here we can see team is a collective noun and we are considered as a singular. That is why we have considered this is the singular subject. That is why we have used over here singular verb. So this way we can understand that if the collective noun is there in subject, so we will consider as a singular and we will use singular verb over there. Now after solving these points, we are here to solve exercise number B. Use the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets to complete the sentence. This exercise you can find on page number 57 in your Mastering Grammar book. So here we are going to solve this. Now Mihir and Nalin, we have to use what we are going to use? We are going to use, because there are two pronouns, two nouns. So we are going to use Mihir and Nalin are reaching. In first exercise number B, in first we are going to write are reaching. In second, one of the boys dash a good chess player. One of the boys. So, as we have read yesterday, one of the boys, it means it is considered as singular. So, that is why we are going to use over here singular verb. Now, in third, the pair of shoes, the pair of shorts, it is collective noun. As we have studied earlier that the collective noun is considered as singular noun. So here we are going to use is. Fourth, a class of 50 girl is wearing in the or waiting in the laboratory. Now fifth, a lot of money dash spent on social welfare project. So it is, we have read a few minutes before that amount of money, weight and distance will be considered as a singular. So here we are going to use a singular verb. So a lot of money was. Now in sixth we are moving to the kingdom, the United Kingdom dash going to set up another nuclear plant soon. So United Kingdom, but it is a country name. It is united. It's having lots of states, but it is considered as a country or the single country. So that is why we are going to use over here a singular verb. That is called verb agreement. Now you understood what is verb agreement, because we are just changing according to the rules, according to the points which we have studied. So now we are going to write is. The United Kingdom going to set up another nuclear plant soon. So now in the exercise number C, read the following sentences and rewrite the correct sentence in accordance with the rules of subject-verb agreement. So we will do this. The stationery are not new. So we are moving to exercise number B. Exercise number B we have completed, and we are moving in exercise number C. Now we have to rewrite again. Now the stationery are not new. Stationery, here we have read these points. That is stationery, furniture are all considered as singular. So always remember, so we will write over here the stationery is not new. The stationery is not new. In second, one of the children are, it is written, not feeling well. One of the children, because according to subject agreement rule, we are supposed to write singular because the first subject, or you can, this subject is written in the singular form. So one of the, so we are going to write one of the children is not feeling well. Is not feeling well. So, we will solve the exercise on the basis of verb, subject, verb agreement. On the basis of the rule of subject, verb agreement. So, we will solve these exercise. And 2 exercise I have solved, and rest of this exercise you can do yourself. So, this is your homework. So, till then, bye-bye and take care and complete your work.